Hey guys, my name is Brandon.
And my name's Elliot.
And today, me and Elliot decided to do a Battlefield 1 review. Now, considering the game has all of its DLC and map packs have been released, I decided that we would review it. So, let's get right into it. So, today, we're going to start off with the maps and the destructive elements, such as Levolution, which have been through every single Battlefield map. So, he's on the German team, I'm on the British team, and we're going to be going to the Zeppelin on Giant Shadow now. I just want to say,
in the middle.
yeah. So I just want to say this game actually introduced the World War I aesthetic to the series, I would think, and has also got many different map elements. So as you can see, it's quite foggy. So compared to Battlefield 4, where there was only one light setting, day, in most maps, this map has multiple settings such as rain, sun, and fog. Basically much more different aesthetics and much more pleasing aesthetics to the eyes. So basically on this, if it's foggy, it definitely introduces a brand new playstyle, just to run and gun, go around with your SMG style, compared to the sunny daylight or rain fog style. Rain style, where you can just snipe at the back of the map. So we're going to be meeting at the Zeppelin, and as you can see, this could have been caused by Levolution. Now, this actually is the size of a Zeppelin in this game that can be controlled and fired from. But I'll let Elliot do a little bit of talking for a start.
Okay, so basically the Zeppelin is a World War I airship that was released by the German army. And basically it was taken down by the explosion of the gas inside of the Zeppelin. So a chemical reaction between the hydrogen, I think it is, in there,
and helium.
So,
I think.
And yeah, hydrogen and helium that reacted, and that was my phone, sorry. And yeah, so that activated a chemical reaction which decided to blow up the whole thing.
Right. Now, just in case you didn't know, this game is set once again in World War I, the first war against the Europeans and the Germans, and it definitely shows the amount of effort that the developers, DICE and EA, have put into this game. Compared to games such as Star Wars Battlefront 2, which have also been developed by EA Games, this game hasn't got that many microtransactions. Sure, they're there, but they're not really that much in your face, and you don't really need them as much as the other games. But the one thing I must say about this game is absolutely beautiful. There's nothing like this game, most likely on the market from 2016 at least. Even the DLCs can hold up. I doubt most games, or any games, will be able to do better than this game within the next 3 years. Would you like to say anything?
Yes, so Brandon, I'm behind you, don't kill me. So I'm right here, behind you. And if we head over to the village, then we can show all of our amazing viewers what the destruction is like in this game. So
okay.
We blow up a few houses.
Where's he?
See how good it is.
We could just run over.
The village. We're heading to the far village. If we go over this way. Oh, okay, all we go okay.
Also, alright, as also a brand new feature that was added to this game is the bayonet shot, as you can see here. Basically a long-ranged or fast melee attack which can speed you up in combat, which could be a competitive advantage, and also can attack enemies from a range. However, if you're not good with this properly, then you'll most likely miss with it, and then it'll be a waste. As you can see, you can't. The bayonet, once it's charged, you're allowed to sprint again. When it runs out or depletes, you are unable to sprint. Now, as we are here, we can show the viewers about this village and the destruction that the game can show.
And the reason we are on different teams is so that we can show you exactly what it is like during combat.
As well as animations.
First things first, we're going to throw a grenade inside of this window, which is an anti-tank grenade.
And as you can also see the glass also, and the window breaks quite easily. Now that's,
Okay,
as
so
you can see, the wood was flying off, but however it only destroyed quite a few chairs, and that was it. Also, you can open doors in this game, very innovative. I've got maybe a more,
Oh God, sorry.
maybe a more like useful thing. So here's dynamite, brand new feature. It's somewhat like C4 in a way. So if we go to the front of the house, we just got to open the door. Also, if you sprint into doors, you don't have to hold square or X or F. I don't know or platform. So if you put down, no, it's a wait. If you put down dynamite, stand back.
Yep.
Look. Now there's a big great hole in the wall. Now I believe that you can destroy this thing, but I'm not sure. So if we go up here and put some dynamite here, and then we stand back, press this, destruction. So
that's what happens.
that is basically the evolution. If you want to destroy something in this game, you can most likely do it, unless it's destroyed in general.
So now we're going to move on to hand grenades to see how much damage they can do. It's for a few at a time. As you can see, there's a few things flying about in there.
Not anything too major.
It's anti-tank explosive.
Do you want to fire at the same time? Okay then. Oh. Wait.
Which is basically, they just basically...
they used to take out tanks as a name
through,
this place.
They can penetrate through tank armor, which will help the tank.
Now,
well, as you can see back there, it is incredibly innovative when you can climb up to anything that is overhead height and still parkour up to it.
But we're also going to show something which I don't think was been able to do in other Battlefield games. As you can see, you can throw under things and crawl under things, which you could most like you could do in real life, such as crawling under trains that aren't moving, or maybe moving, but that's your preference. I recommend you not do that. But yeah, so you can crawl under trains in this game, and crawl under a lot of things.
You cannot stand up.
Yeah, which makes perfect sense, which the developers definitely have an eye for. Speaking of things that the developers have an eye for, the guns in general. If you fire a gun, then you'll hear the bullet dropping on the floor, but not just that. Depending on the surface that you're standing on, the bullet that drops on the floor will have a different sound effect played, such as if you shoot on this surface, and then if you shoot somewhere maybe in water, you'll make a sound effect, something like that. Now, we can't show you that right now because of audio, but no one could hear it. Wait.
Oh, wow. Wow. And then now if we do it over on metal, which is just this thing over here, which is this roof here. I don't think there was a lot of difference there, especially because I have a shotgun. But if I use this gun, shoot on... Oh, I got phone for this. Shoot on wood. So that sounds like.
Oh, we're doing a review.
If we shoot on concrete, sounds like that. And then if we head over to metal, we can do that.
I'm gonna come over.
Yeah. Are you in a vehicle or
Yep, it's gone now. Alright, so we're also going to show the features that can be displayed by pistols also. Most guns have different sound effects as they hit the floor, so as you can hear. You just hear that little sound. But let's go over to grass to further display our point. So as one of the sniper that I was using has been banned in this server, so I can't show you that right now. But either way, we have to do what we have. So listen to this. You can't really hear it, can you? I believe that is...
I can't even see you shooting it at all.
You might be able to hear it, but I think that because it's grass, it's harder to hear and it muffles the sound, but yeah. Also, a thing that most PC gamers have that console normally doesn't is leaning. Now, there was a prompt that came up, but let's just have a look. So if you go behind this surface, you do... That was Caden, sorry. So, if we go... So, as you can see... Oh god. We also have the classic social requests and squad orders, just like any classic Battlefield game. However, a little fact for you: if you select go go go, you hear a whistle sound effect, which was actually what they used back in World War One. To
Okay, my phone's going off again. Sorry for that very unfamiliar friendly word. If you, oh my god.
yeah, so basically, we also
if you
have.
was to click affirmative, they were all everything you would say something. It's not like any other Battlefield game. And you just put that and then your character next time. You can also request someone to follow you if you need ammo, medic, need a ride, and backup.
For an example, let's use the
the
medic sound effect.
I need a medic.
Yep.
Okay, medic. Someone medic.
Now let's go over to the. Let's go.
Go. Sorry and negative. Yeah, I can't open this one.
Now let's go over to the sorry sound effect.
Regret that.
Or audio cue.
I apologise.
And you can also press R1 or I think it's RT or something on Xbox or PC. I have no idea what it is. You can also spot enemies, and please don't stab me.
As you can see, I'll do it right now. Wait a sec.
That's an anti-tanker.
It is R1. So if you point at an enemy, you can point to him in game, and will tell your team the location of said enemy. So what do you want to do now? We have a lot of more things to cover.
Something about the game is that this game is one player. You do require PSN to be able to play online.
Or Xbox Live.
If you're not, yeah, or Xbox Live. So the game is 85 gigabytes minimum. You do need a DualShock 4 vibration function controller.
My ping is terrible today.
A HD video output.
Oh my god.
720p to 1080. And PS4 remote players supported. The game is rated 18. Violence and bad language is also prohibited in this game.
Now another feature. Yeah, another feature that has been added is the different teams actually support different languages. So as you can see, I'm on the British team. So if I say thank you, the character speaks British. Now, if Elliot, considering he's on the German side, he will say something different.
He will say something German.
See? Now, let's just show the shooting mechanics. So if you'd stand still, I'm not going to kill you.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you aim down your sight here, you see he does a little bit of a flinch. I'm not. Yeah. Now it's a bit laggy with the shots. Sorry for my internet right now. It's just being a bit weird. Not normally like this. But let's see if we shoot him in the arm, something different happens. As you can see, he flinches his arm backwards, just like in real life. Now see if we can. If anything happens when we shoot him in the head. Let's see that again. Yeah, he moves his head, just like a real soldier. So if you want to try something on me, try not shoot me in the head. Right, I'll stand from a distance.
So yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna take your cross. Just so I don't kill you.
I'll come back over. Alright, also we'd like to show the what do you call it? Wait. We'd like to show the something that happens with their helmet. So when you shoot someone in the head and kill them, if they have a helmet on, the helmet will fly off, just like in real life. Now, some games don't put that attention to detail into place. So, where are you? Are you over there? Okay. I don't think I could do this with you, so I'll have to try this later. But for now, let's have a look at lamps. See if we can find any lamps, because we'd like to show something that shows Dice's attention to detail. No, I don't really like those lamps. I don't think.
You can shoot out this lamp here.
Can you? Wait.
Yeah, it does have a flame in there as well. You can only shoot the glass.
Let's also go to a house that has a lamp, because you can do something quite weird with that as well, also.
Yeah.
Or quite realistic. Now, I don't think it works with that, but as you can see, you can destroy that.
Lamp on the stairway here. Yeah, you can destroy with 2 shots.
If we can find a chandelier or something like that, That would be
I
good.
hit the it might be one. Yeah, no.
Well, basically, if you shoot one, it will move just like in real life, or it will, you know, break just like in real life. Now, if you shoot with a pistol, it will just move backwards and forwards, side to side, like normal. But let's have a look at this. So, we want to show the melee animations quickly. So, if you pull out your knife, can you come over to me?
Yep. Head up to the top floor.
Right. Right. If I stand in front of him, and there's different animation depending on where you stab. So if you stand right here, you'll have to hit him 3 times to kill him. And I'll come back at it when you're done. So if you hit him there, I believe if you prone, you do something different. So we'll try that when he comes back. He knows where we are. He'll probably just get a plane. Now, a new feature that was added, as you can see on top of my knife font and my grenade font, there's 3 symbols. One that represents health, a shield, and a shield next to an explosion effect. Now, I believe they are some sort of perk. They give you somewhat a slight advantage in a gunfight, depending on if you have the perk or not. But that's what I've gathered. I haven't played the DLCs that much, but I have a somewhat idea of said DLC. Now, when he comes over, we can do something else.
Where you at?
In the house, the same one.
Okay. This is.
As you can see here, we have the hammer. Now, the hammers actually repair and destroy certain vehicles. So if you go over to a tank and attack it, then without an enemy is in, it will destroy the tank. But if no one's in the tank or you're in the tank, you can repair the tank with the hammer. Basically, you can also apparently attack enemies with this. I'm not sure. Let me see if it does anything. Apparently not. Okay then. Can I?
No.
Sorry. Stand up. Stand up. I can see if anything happens like this.
Yep.
Oh, apparently not. So there's no animation for when you're proning compared to where you're standing up. So we'll have to look at that soon.
Okay, so I've just found out, because I'm looking at the case of the game as well, that this game was rated best multiplayer in 2016 and best use of PS4 Pro in 2016 as well. So yeah, this game is very, very good, and I highly recommend getting it if you're able to.
Also, another tip about the game: when you pick up an enemy's class, you also have his grenades and his weapons and his tools, just like you would in most likely real life. But excuse me, a thing that's like in real life also, when you there's actually not that many attachments in this game. You might find a bipod or a bayonet here and there, but besides that, there is pretty much nothing. So if I go,
so a knifing animation from behind would be this, which is very innovative.
you know, they've added backwards and forwards animations for different characters. Now, what we're going to do you want to go somewhere different?
Don't mind.
Right, so I'm going to pick the support class to show you different weapons and etc. Now, I'm going to pick the bar, considering I have a skin on it. Now, yes, they've added skins to this game. They're only cosmetic and they're quite easy to earn, so don't get too angry about that. So if we go over to the back of the map where you spawn, then we can do that. Also, as you can see, when you go into cars or tanks or vehicles and planes, there's the animations for when you do that. So, as you can see, you know, you can, they definitely attended to their detail. You also have the two different camera angles, third person and first, just like in Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, and many other iterations before it. You can also climb into different parts of the vehicle that you're in. However, I don't think, let me check, in this said vehicle you can't helicopters do a different animation into a different part. Just like in planes, you could climb out and climb back in. And basically, very much more designed compared to the cars, where you just teleport into different areas of them. Now, do you want to say anything else?
No, not really. It's just that, like from other Battlefield games, when climbing over walls, like you don't normally get the animation. You probably just see a normal vault, like just them, and you normally couldn't climb up over anything over head height. So that's a very good feature about this game. And also when in midair, you can also jump into other things as well. If I can get it to work. But yeah, just like that. Then yeah, you get to jump on other things when in midair as well. But anyway, that's it for me. So I have nothing else to say there.
Okay, if you come over to where you spawn, where the windmill is. Yeah, where the windmill is.
Right, I'll just kill myself.
Yeah, as you can see, once again, this game is absolutely beautiful. I believe you can destroy a windmill, or you could destroy part of it if you throw a grenade like that.
Yeah.
The windmill.
Yeah, there's a few of them near me.
I'll shoot.
Alright, well, it would really help if it wasn't foggy, and I've just crashed. That was good.
Yeah, that's a disadvantage to the fog, but I feel it adds to the map in a way, just to make it much more realistic. To your realism, this game is extremely realistic. Is that your type of game?
Right, shoot. Shoot. You got a flare or anything?
No. Where are you?
Alright. Oh, I have a flare. Can you see that?
No. I'm at north, at the back of north, where the little town is. We have to, I don't know.
Alright then. Okay, so are you in this windmill here?
I'll shoot. Did you hear that?
No.
Okay, should we go on a different map, actually?
I don't mind.
Let's go on to a different map. We can just get rid of this one. Anything.
But anyway, I think we've covered most of Battlefield 1, haven't we?
Yeah, we're just gonna go over to a Apocalypse DLC map and show you a little bit of a difference. As you can see by that picture, this map is actually beautiful. The camera angle is much different compared to the original, and you only have tanks for this one. So let's show some tank while we can. Apologies for my cough, I've had quite a bit of a bad cough recently. Also, just like I think in real life, you can go over trenches with tanks. Also, as the trailers and the teasers showed, you could go over tanks.
1 second, entertain the viewers.
Now if we drive just down this road, you can see, quite beautiful. I just sound like a National Geographic person here, don't I? Yeah, but as you can see, we're just a little farm, I guess. It just looks like a farm. We've just got some crops and wheat to the side, as you can see. Let me get out of the tank and let's just have a look around, shall we? I'm just going to turn the sound up to let you experience the sound until he gets back.
Okay, hello.
Okay, now let's try something then.
HQ soldiers were disabled for conquest to site. You listen to me?
I think your assault is disabled, I don't know.
Over trenches, as Brandon says. Yeah, they are very stable. They have a lot of armor, and you can choose between a mounted machine gun and a mortar. And the mortar is very good. And yeah, depending on where you want to fire, so I can fire all the way over to Brandon. So Brandon, if you stay there, and on Brandon's screen, you should be able to see a mortar go right up to him. Well, it did hit.
Yeah,
it hit the
exactly.
So the mortar does have a very good range on it.
As a mortar should.
But
Also,
yeah,
as
you can definitely see that the map creators have put a lot of effort into it.
Also, as you can see, as he hurt the windmill, or damaged it in a way, he stopped and it started going again, which is quite realistic.
Okay, if I was to do that again.
As you can see, you could also climb onto tanks. I think you can climb onto enemy tanks as well, just like...
There you go. And that blew the whole roof off. So it's an incredibly powerful weapon, I guess you could call it. So just wait for that to reload. Yeah, just fire there.
While we have the time, let's go have a look do you want to go get a armoured unit or a flamethrower unit? There's two.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, what one?
Don't mind.
Okay, I'll go get the ones furthest away, which is flamethrower. You can get armoured.
Where they at?
You can press the D-pad and it comes. Also, yeah, as you can see, unlike Battlefield 4 on the map, you can make the mini-map bigger, just showing the entire map without having you to go into a different section to see. When you get closer, you can obviously see where the flame trooper kit, or the kit in general, is located. And just like in real life, you'll put a gas mask on when you're about to fire. The flamethrower has to charge up, just again, like in real life, you have to charge up the flamethrower before it's able to be used. Elliot will show you what his kit can do.
It doesn't show me. I don't think I have it spawned in on my screen.
Oh, I'll go get her over there. Yeah, so as you can see, you have to stop to
if
fire,
you bring me over there.
and then the fire comes up. It's over here.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, so this guys is what we like to call an armoured kit. So we basically just have a huge machine gun that can fire up to 100 rounds a minute.
Also, if you stand in this as a flame kit, you don't get any damage done to you because you have the flame kit
so this
on.
weapon is a dual magazine and dual weapon that is basically just put together.
It's an extremely fast firing weapon.
So if we just have a look at this, recoil is controllable, and it fires 25 rounds in under a few seconds. So if we do that again. Okay, reload time is probably okay for the map.
2 seconds.
Yeah. But yeah, it is definitely worth your while though getting this kit, seeing as you get armor, and plus the flamethrower kit. Yeah, you get isn't it? You get more armor as well, don't you?
I don't know. You get unlimited ammo. I think they're the same.
Yeah, you get unlimited ammo.
No recoil, pretty much.
And yeah, no recoil. But this gun, you do get a little bit of recoil, but that recoil is controllable.
Yeah, but I guess we got to the end of our review. So,
Yeah.
what would you rate this game out of a 10? You're allowed to use
Out of
decimals.
10, I can rate this probably about a 9.5.
Okay. I would rate this a maybe a little bit higher, maybe 8.5. To me, it's not the most perfect game, but it definitely strives to be so. and it's definitely much better, most better compared to some of the shooters on the market right now. Compared to some Call of Duty titles, this is much better, miles better in fact. It may not be the best Battlefield, but for us right now, I guess you could say so. Now, thank you for watching. My name has been Brandon.
My name's Elliot.
And be sure to subscribe and like, and also comment if you feel need to both of our channels. And have a good night or a good day. Goodbye.